Live streaming is a really great way for you to connect with your audience. You know that. That's like why you're already here. And you're like, Desiree, I'm using this for building an audience, getting leads. I'm using it to record my videos for my podcast or to use it for my YouTube channel to get me leads. Whatever it is that you are doing with your live stream, I bet good money that you do not know the secret to true success with your live stream. Well, stay tuned to find out. Take action now. Hi, my name is Desiree. If you're looking to grow your business with better social media and content marketing, take action now. Hit that subscribe button, the bell below. Now, when it comes to live streaming, what really, for me, makes it really effective isn't just the secret, but it's having the right tools, which is why this video is brought to you by StreamYard. StreamYard is my go-to live streaming platform for all of my recordings, whether I'm going live, whether I'm recording videos for my podcast or my YouTube channel. I am using StreamYard to do it because it allows me to have beautiful, well-branded content. It stores it for me on there. I'm able to add in overlays, videos, and just share it and make it so easy for me to manage everything. It's like a studio for everything that you need for creating video in one place, and it's so easy to use. So definitely go check it out for free with the link I have for you down in the description below. Now, let's talk about that secret, because I promise you, StreamYard is not the secret. StreamYard is just a really great asset to make your live streams good. But the secret to a good live stream has nothing to do with the right tools, the right camera, the right setup, the right studio, the right amount of money behind it. The secret to live streaming success is with a run of show. Now, a run of show is what they use on TV as our best example of how they get through their shows in those effective, timely manners. They have a run of show running on a teleprompter away from them, and they're just reading what is happening so that they know what is going on. They have taken the stories and they have summed them up into very precise, specific things, and they time it so they know how to read it so that it comes across well and they don't stumble over their words. It allows them to also hit specific beats that they need to do, highlight sponsors, go to commercial breaks, and do all of the things that make them efficient as well as make money for the station. Now, you need to think of yourself as that news anchor and create an effective run of show that is going to be your outline, your guide, your foundation for everything that you need to be effective in your live stream, because you have sponsors, you have guests, you have questions and specific data points and things that you need to say. So how do you put those all together so that you sound good and look good? Let me show you. Let's head over to the computer where you are going to see an example of a run of show side by side with a template that you can use, which you can of course grab for free in the description down below, right down there where it says free ROS. Okay, let's head over to the computer. Okay, so as you can see from the screen, on the left-hand side of the screen is where we have our template, and on the right-hand side of the screen is our example. Now, the example doesn't 100% line up with this because we had to make adjustments based on the client's need because this was a sponsored live stream that we did. However, it still works really well for our example and kind of walks us through what we should do. So let's walk through this step by step. So, and we're introducing our show. We want to have our hook as to why people are here and what's going on. We want to reinforce this by telling people how they feel, and then we also want to tell the viewer to do something. So in the case of this one, we're introducing the show, that it's brought to you by a specific sponsor, what we're going to be discussing, and then we're wanting people to stay. So we're telling people, if this is who you are, stay tuned for more of this info. Then we're going to have our show draft, where if like we have this option, which is in here, I have this intro option in our template. What's really great about StreamYard is that you can add in videos, so you could have a nice branded introduction like a regular TV show or like for a podcast if you want to have that there. And it doesn't just have to be for introductions, it could be for literally anything. You could have sponsor videos, you could have example videos. It's how you could take a break while you're doing your live stream, so know that you can do that. So then we have our show draft, which allows for us to kind of give this idea like welcome statement, who we are, why we're qualified to be here, our intro, and all that kind of good stuff. So as you can see over here, I've done all of that with my welcome, here I am, all that stuff. So then underneath it, we have our, what we're gonna talk about in the show. So on today's show, I will be talking about this. And so we're gonna have an outline of what we're gonna do, or you can script this out, but I highly encourage you to outline because you're not gonna read too much because it just becomes very obvious you're reading. And then you also want to have an opportunity to mingle with the people who are on the stream. Like, okay, yeah, we're talking about this stuff, but this is about you guys. What are you here for? Who's here? Give them specific call outs for what's going on. And if you see people who have been here before, make sure you shout them out and thank them for being here. Definitely take some time to talk about your sponsor. I don't care if you actually do have a sponsor. Every one of your live streams should have a sponsor of some kind. Someone that you can give money to your show, that you can support, an affiliate, even if it's your own company. You should be the sponsor of your show. And then this is where you would want to have the introduction to who your guest is if you have a guest for your show. And in the case of our example over here, yes, we do have a guest. This is what we talked about and why they're qualified to talk about what they're talking about. And then we're going to get into our first set of talking points. So we're going to have like a series of talking points and questions, and we're going to break them up into a minimum of 2 parts, because we want to have our beginning part, we're having the conversation, getting things going, and then we're going to have a break. And this is the if you're just joining us section. So if you're just joining us, I'm talking with so-and-so about this thing, and reintroduce your guests and what's going on. And then, of course, take a chance to mingle with people on the stream, answering their questions, giving shout outs, bringing their comments and statements up onto the screen for recognition, and again, bringing attention to the sponsor again. So in the case of our example, we take a break for our sponsor and we have a video of theirs that we play. Okay, then we get into our second set of questions that we have on our stream so that we can continue with our conversation. And then we're going to take some time to do a live Q&A. So this is when anyone has had a question throughout our talk, you're going to want to take some time to answer those questions with your guests or by yourself and give them the attention that it needs, because again, the point of the live is to have that interaction with people. And if you're not talking to people, like, kind of what's the point? And then we're going to have our wrap up, thanking people again for being there, reinforcing any calls to actions that you might have. But the biggest thing is to make sure that you have ready your next show to share with them so they know what to expect. So if you're going to go live in a week later, maybe at a different time to accommodate different time zones, definitely strategically mention that. But you always want to give a call out to what you have next. That way they know and can expect that you will be there again. Give your goodbyes and then of course your outro, and then end your show. Now the thing about the run of show is that you want to have it up on the computer while you are kind of going through your live. Try your best to make sure that you're maintaining eye contact with your viewer, with your webcam, still looking in the eye, not doing this whole like read situation. I use a really fun little gadget called the PlexiCam, which allows for me to mount my webcam to essentially a computer tripod that hooks over my monitor, and I'm able to kind of have it on the screen so I'm still making eye contact while having my notes behind me and I'm just kind of reading and browsing through them. It's really important to also note that by having your run a show, you're going to have structure and content, but you also need to make sure that you are using the right tools for it, which is why I want you to check out this video I have for you right here, where I'm going to show you every single feature that is available to you in StreamYard. And watch this video right here because YouTube thinks you are really going to like it. And until next time, I'll see you soon.